transit fever.
Welcome to Stargazers. I'm Dean Regas, astronomer from the Cincinnati Observatory.
And I'm James Albury, director of the Kika Silva Plough Planetarium in Gainesville, Florida. There's something really exciting happening in the sky in a few weeks, and it involves the closest planet to the sun.
That's right, James. On Monday, May 9th, 2016, we will get to see the planet Mercury crossing in front of the sun.
We call that a transit of Mercury, and it's something you don't get to see often.
What are we talking about? Let's show you.
Transits of Mercury across the sun are rare events where Mercury passes directly between Earth and the sun. It's like an eclipse, but not nearly as dramatic. From Earth's perspective, we'll see Mercury as a little black dot crossing in front of the sun. And even though they're rare, these Mercury transits are a lot more frequent than transits of Venus.
That's right, James. On average, there are between 13 and 14 transits of Mercury visible each century. This is mostly because Mercury is much closer to the sun and it orbits more rapidly. A Mercury year is only 88 days long, so it passes between the Earth and Sun several times each year. However, Mercury's orbit and Earth's orbit are inclined to each other, so most of the time Mercury passes above or below the Sun as it passes us.
Here on Earth, transits of Mercury happen in May and November. The first observation of a transit of Mercury was on November 7, 1631, by French astronomer Pierre Gassendi. The most recent transits happened in 1999, 2003, and 2006. After this one, the next transit will occur on November 11, 2019. But after that, we won't see another until November 13, 2032.
Transits of Mercury are not only visible from Earth. On June 3, 2014, the Curiosity rover on Mars viewed Mercury transiting the sun. This marked the first time in history where a planetary transit was viewed from a location other than the Earth.
Speaking of which, if you happen to be visiting Mars on November 10, 2084, make sure you take your solar filters with you, because that's the day our planet Earth will transit the sun from Mars' perspective. If you had a telescope with you, you'll even be able to see Earth's moon.
Yes, we know, that's almost 68 years from now. But think about it. People are living longer these days, and we might have astronauts visiting Mars by that time.
Besides, if you don't want to wait until 2084, visit Jupiter on January 10, 2026, and you can see Earth transiting the sun then.
The 2016 transit of Mercury will happen between sunrise and 2:38 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time on Monday, May 9th. In next week's episode, we'll give you all the details on how to safely observe this unique event. So now let's check out what's going on in the rest of the sky.
Okay, we've got our skies set up for shortly before midnight any night this week, and you'll get to see 3 planets gracing the sky at the same time. If you look toward the southwest, you'll see the backwards question mark of the stars that make the head of Leo the lion. Jupiter is just below the triangle of stars that mark Leo's tail.
Using a telescope, you'll be able to see 4 star-like objects to the right and left of Jupiter. These are Jupiter's 4 largest moons, and each night they'll be in a different position.
If you look toward the southeast, you'll see the stars of Scorpius the Scorpion, and among them you'll see 2 bright lights that form a triangle with the star Antares. Mars will be the brightest of the 3 lights, and at midnight it will appear at the top of the triangle. Saturn is the light on the bottom left, and Antares is the light on the bottom right.
Mars is getting brighter right now because it's about to enter what astronomers call opposition. When Mars is near opposition, it's at its biggest and brightest. Saturn is also nearing opposition, but that won't occur until June 3rd.
So there you have it. At midnight this week, you have Jupiter to the southwest, and Mars, Saturn, and Antares to the southeast.
And in 2 weeks, on May 9th, the must-see event of 2016, the transit of Mercury. Keep looking up.